Hello students, so this is for class 10 English language and today we will do chapter 8 transformation of sentence. Now it comes for 8 marks in your English grammar ICSE. So today we will do 7 different kinds of transformation of sentences. So as you can see, the first one is to interchange to so. Second, active to passive. Third, affirmative to negative. Fourth, interrogative to assertive. Fifth, exclamatory to assertive. Sixth, interchange of degrees of comparison. And seventh, interchange of one part of speech with another. Okay, so let's begin with the first one. To interchange to so or vice versa. Like they can give you rewrite to using so or vice versa. For example, the first one, the news is too good to be true. Now how will you write it down? You will write it, the news is so good that it cannot be true. So the first change you are doing here is in place of to you will be writing so. That is the first thing you will do here. Then you will add that. It cannot be true. That is important whenever you use so. Let's come to the second one. He is too proud to beg. Now here in the sentence, we can see that the sentence is talking about present or something that will happen in future as well. It's almost making a statement that okay, it's done in present, it can also be done in future. So he is so proud that he would not beg. So here the sentence can be either in present tense or in future tense. That's why we will use here would not in place of cannot. Like in the first sentence we have used the news is so good that it cannot be true. There we have used cannot because it was in present tense. Yes, so let's come to the next one. Interchange of active and passive voice. A sentence in active form can be changed into passive form and vice versa. So here you have to see if the subject is given or not. See the third one, it's in active voice, one should keep one's promises. So they've asked you to change it into passive. How will you do it? You will write down here promises should be kept. So here you are using the word should. Why? Because here the word is indicating that the sentence is indicating that it is a sense for the future. So whenever there is a sense for the future, there you have to use the word should. So you will write down here promises should be kept. And the first one, active voice, give the order. So in passive voice you will be writing down let the order be given. Someone has picked my pocket. So into passive voice, when you will change it into passive voice, you will write down my pocket has been picked. Yes, let's come to the next one. Interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. Now what is affirmative? Something that is positive. See the second sentence here. Affirmative, as soon as he saw us, he ran away. So when you have to change it into negative, how will you do it? At the beginning of the sentence, you have to write down no sooner. No sooner did he see us than he ran away. Okay. So when you are changing it into negative, how you are doing it? You are using no sooner at the beginning of the sentence. No sooner did he see us than he ran away. Also you have to use here then. With no sooner you have to always use then. And before then before then you should not use comma, because if you use it like in the question as it is given, as soon as he saw us, comma, he ran away. But do not make mistake, this when you will be writing it into negative, no sooner did he see us then he ran away. You are not supposed to put here any comma. If you do it, the sentence will be wrong. See the first one, affirmative. I was doubtful whether it was you. Now how will you change it into negative? I was not sure that it was you. Now what is important here? The word not, to make it into a negative sentence. Yes. He is the cleverest man in the town. Again, as you have to change it into negative, you have to write down, no other man in the town is as clever as he. Okay, so here no other is indicating that it is a negative sentence. Yes, let's come to the fourth one, interchange of interrogative and assertive sentences. Now let's understand what is interrogative. Interrogative means question and assertive means expressing opinion. See here, the word in interrogative, the sentence is interrogative is, can anyone bear such an insult, with a question mark. So yes, there is a question mark, we understand it is an interrogative sentence. Now if they ask you to change it into assertive, you will write down, no one can bear such an insult. Okay, and if they give you, like suppose they give you, no one can bear such an insult, and they ask you to rewrite the sentence into interrogative sentence, so how will you do it? You have to change it vice versa. You can anyone bear such an insult? Number 5, interchange of exclamatory and assertive sentences. See the first sentence, how well she sings, followed by exclamation mark. Now what is the sentence saying here? It is showing that there is a sense of joy. How well she sings. Now when you will change it into assertive sentence, you have to keep in mind that the sentence will end with full stop and not exclamation mark. So that is the rule. In assertive, you have to retain the same sense, and when you will change it into assertive, you will write down, she sings very well. Now why well? To convey that indeed she sings very well, to give kind of appreciation for the word how well she sings. Let's come to the second one. Oh, that I were young again. Now there is a sense of regret or a sense of wishing, and the word oh is used. So when you will change it into assertive, you will write down, I wish that I were young again. Next one, exclamatory, alas, poor Vimla is dead. So here we understand that there is a sense of sadness. Okay, so when you will change it into assertive, you will write down, it is very sad that poor Vimla is dead. Yes, now degrees of comparison. You have to compare and change the sentence here. See the first one here, positive sentence. It's written, no other metal is as useful as iron. Okay, in comparative they have written, iron is more useful than any other metal. The word then here indicates that it is a comparison. Then in superlative they are saying, iron is the most useful of all metals. So the word most here is showing that it is a superlative sentence. Next one, positive. I am as strong as he. Now they can tell you to change it into comparative, or they'll ask you to rewrite using the word stronger. So how will you do it? You will write down, he is not stronger than I. Do not write me, use I. He is not stronger than I. So here we come to at the last one, interchange of one part of speech with another. See the first sentence here, I see him daily. Now they can ask you, use another word for daily. So how will you change it? I see him every day. So another word for daily is every day. Second one, soldiers fought bravely. Okay, the question can be change the sentence without changing its meaning. So how will you write? Soldiers put up a brave fight. Okay, so you have your English language has to be very strong in order to understand and frame the sentence without changing its meaning. So as in the first, they have given soldiers fought bravely, and they have asked you to change the sentence without changing its meaning. So you'll write down soldiers put up a brave fight. Okay, so we end today's lesson here. Thank you.